Here we go, the Women's Elite Mile presented by Home to Sweets. From left to right, we have Ramsay, Hawkins, Wagenaar, Delay, Randall, Ostrander, Rawlings, Reiss, Welin, and Peterson in the field today. As the women step forward in just a moment, they will be on their way, waiting for the starter's gun here today. There they are lining up. And they are off and running. Again, left to right, strong field. We're looking at a couple of our favorites to point out today. Obviously, Allie Ostrander, a phenomenal steeplechase and mountain runner, is in the middle of the field. But very closely right away, we see Kayley Delay out here making a move towards the front, followed closely by Jenn Randall. Looks like Randall just in front at the moment, and followed closely by Taryn Rawlings. Taryn Rawlings, a phenomenal miler and athlete in her own right, but Jenn Randall coming off a fresh third-place finish at the Hoka Festival of Miles. It will be enough to hold off Delay. It is a quick, early pace, even though we have four athletes up front with Ostrander just behind, tucked back in there. It looks to be the pace is fairly quick, just judging by it from our vantage point here, as Delay easing her way up towards the front. Randall covering that move just slightly. We're going to get a better indication as we go through a quarter mile of how these athletes plan to take on this mile course right down here on Yakima Ave. And it is 3 across, very quick right away, with Randall, Delay, and Rawlings our top 3 in the mix right now. Now 4 abreast. Looks like Reiss is throwing herself into the mix here in the top 4. Again, we're going to be looking at paying out $5,000 for the win, $2,500 for second, $2,000 for third, $1,000 for fourth, and $750 for fifth. There's a bonus for sub 420 of $6,000 also on the line, and we see Delay making a break for that, perhaps with that $6,000 on her mind. She was very close to that last year and ran very quick last year. We hope to see her trying to topple both that 420 barrier and the course record by Nikki Hiltz of 421. Right now, big move by Delay, followed by Rawlings. Rawlings looking to make a little bit of a dent into that lead. But right now, very early move by Delay. Perhaps, again, try to see whether or not the field has the same strength as her, going through the half-mile mark in 2:09, so a blistering pace underneath that 420 mark, on pace right now. Let's see if she can hold it on, but right now looking very good. Rolla's not too far behind at 2:10 through the 800, but it is right now all Delay, all day. Looking very good, relaxed in the jaw, the good arm carriage, very quick turnover, and stretching out that lead, hoping to take full advantage of her fitness here today. Doing a number on the field right now, as we see it could be like Reiss running back on Rawlins, and see if that's going to continue to hold as we get to the later stages of the race. Right now, though, it is Kayley Delay on her birthday, running a phenomenal mile race right down here in Yakima Avenue. Let's see if the crowds that are going to continue to build as she gets closer to the finish line, crowds of over 2,000 out here watching this race. She's through 3/4 of a mile, 1,200 meters has passed. Do you know that the legs are burning right now? There's a little bit of fire in the hamstrings, maybe the quads, as she crosses over the train tracks for the last time. Talking to Sam Brakel, that defending champ on the men's side, he indicated that was where he wanted to make his move, and it looks like Delay is doing the same, taking a page out of her own book, perhaps, as she approaches that finish line. The crowds are building. You can start to see them trickling out on the streets, and we'll see them shortly from this phenomenal aerial footage of Delay attacking that course record. Can she get it? It is going to be down to the wire here, right down to the very last couple of strides. 420 is the time to beat. 421 will get her the course record. But it is Kayley Delay on her way in. There are some of the crowds cheering her on. Does she have enough left to tackle that 420 barrier? It's going to be awful close. Last few strides and a big battle for second, third, and some of the lesser spots right behind her. But it is Kayley Delay breaking the tape at 4:23.62, just outside of the course record, and had additional bonus, but still grabs $5,000 for a phenomenal and dominant win here today at the Yakima Mile. In second place, it looked to be Jenn Randall coming through after a laid off of that early pace, running 4:28.69, and Taryn Rawlings rounding out the podium, running 4:29.75.
The race was awesome. I did it last year, so I kind of knew what to expect, but the energy I feel like was even better. Like the home stretch, it was lined with people and it was so loud. Yeah, everything was really fun. I kind of just, race plan was after like 600 meters or so to just try to like get it down, like try to just pick it up. So that's kind of how it went for me. I don't know if I actually picked it up, but I went for it. And the finish couldn't come sooner. I was like, oh, I gotta make it. But it was, yeah, it was so much fun.
How do you feel about your competition? How did the girls show up tonight?
It wasn't as fast as last year, but I think it was really fast given kind of the pro schedule this year, where this race falls is a little different than last year. I think last year a lot of us came into it like after Olympic trials, so we were kind of like peak fitness, and this year's a little bit earlier, so I don't think anyone's quite as fit as they were, but the competition was like just as good or better this year, I think. So great competition. I knew it was going to be hard and a fast time needed to win, so I was really pleased.
You're one of only a few people who have won the Yakima Mile twice. Like, how does it feel to be like kind of a Yakima Mile legend?
Oh, it's exciting. Yeah, no, I was excited to come back and try to defend the title. Yeah, no, I mean, I love this meet, so hopefully I can keep coming back. I'm based in Seattle as well as Sam Brakel, so it was really fun for us to both come out here and compete, and my boyfriend ran in it as well, so it was just really fun energy. Yakima's awesome. Like, until coming last year for this meet, I'd never been out here, and yeah, it's like really, really cool. So I'm really excited, you know, to get an excuse to come out here. They put on such a great race, so it was really, really special.
And what's next for you?
My team, the Brooks Beasts, we're going to altitude camp, leaving Monday through July like 12th or so, and then racing sound running, and then a couple weeks later a US Champs. So this is kind of like the start of a big summer. So this is a great start for me.